Yeah, we start whoever wants. Oh, we're here with the Old Line short film and speech kid. So we'll start with give you your name and
Zach Wagner.
So Zach, what have you helped out with the?
Well, in our video, I was the best man, and Joey over here was the groom.
So tell me a little bit about the speech contest you went to at Waverly.
I didn't go.
Oh, yeah, go.
No, I didn't.
So you just did the short film.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How'd you like doing that?
It was pretty fun.
Did it take you a while to memorize your lines, or
No.
All right. Anything else you like to add? All right. We'll go on.
I'm Renati De Silva.
All right.
And
Were you in the short film or the speech?
I was in the short film, and I was one of the mob henchmen.
Oh.
So yeah.
So how'd you like being a mob henchman?
It was fun. We had fun filming it and everything. So.
How long was the film?
What was it 5?
4 minutes and
4:50.
seconds.
Yeah. 4:53, something like that.
So did you guys base it off something? Did you just come up with the plot on your own?
We had 2 ideas to begin with, and we kind of just shot with one. So, I mean, we just kind of we made it up. We made it up, and then we kind of just went with it, I guess.
So did you do one take, or did you have to do more than one?
We
take?
had lots of takes. Some people couldn't stop laughing and stuff like that. So everybody, yeah.
So, is this film going to be presented to people?
Yeah, when they go to present it, yeah, well,
So-
to a state group, to a group of judges.
Was it February 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Well,
I'm Joey Barone. I was the groom in the short film, so Zach was my best man.
You don't want to talk about me?
This was my wife.
Fiance. That's wife to be.
Never fully committed. I have commitment issues when it comes to that.
So how'd you like being part of this film?
I enjoyed it a lot, just being with a bunch of friends. It was hard to do at sometimes because we couldn't stop laughing, but it was nice to see the end film.
Did you come up with your own lines, or did people?
Yeah, it was a lot of improv, and then you'd say something, and then we'd be like, "Oh, we like that, so that'll be the new line." Changing lines throughout different takes.
And were you part of the speech contest?
No, we just did the short film, all of us.
Nobody was part of the speech contest?
No, we just
Okay.
entered the short film for the speech contest.
Gotcha. And did you go to Waverly?
No, so me, Ernani, and Drake had a wrestling tournament that day, so we weren't able to attend.
Gotcha. What was your favorite part of being in this film?
Yeah, in the film I get smacked a total of 4 times, but after different takes it probably rounds up to about 24 times I got slapped.
Were your friends trying to get different takes on purpose?
Sometimes I thought that because it'd be about 30 seconds afterwards when the film gets ruined, so we'd have to retake. But yeah, it was definitely hard to try to keep a straight face and not act like you're about to get slapped.
Was it kind of a light slap, or was it a hard slap?
Some of them were lighter than others, but some people have heavy hands, and yeah, or not.
I'm Mason Meyer, and I was the bride of the film. Joey's bride.
Killed the role.
So
Killed it.
You probably had a lot, like him, probably had a lot more speaking parts.
A little bit. I kind of had to improvise, but yeah.
What was your favorite?
Oh yeah, some definitely. Yeah, we had some props in there.
What'd you do for licorice?
I just stuffed it in my bra. Had to add some comedy.
So, was there any other funny moments during the film? Or?
Oh yeah, every scene I think there were some funny moments a lot of the time. because Hernani over here smacking kids.
You
yeah.
slapped me.
Well, yeah, I slapped him too, I guess. Yeah, but just I think I don't know. One of my favorite parts was probably the wedding scene because I got to do a voice, so that made a lot of people laugh.
Did you do a special voice?
Oh yeah.
Can you recreate that?
I don't know if I want to do it. I think we're gonna have to watch the film for that.
So, did you learn anything from doing this film?
Oh, I learned that dresses really don't fit guys that well.
He did go to Waverly.
Yeah, I did.
No, you went to Waverly.
Yeah.
How was the reaction to other people? that
The
saw
judge
it?
really liked it. A lot of people were smiling, laughing, so that was always good to see.
All right. Well, moving on.
I'm Dylan Arndt. I filmed all of it and edited it and put all the sound effects and music into it. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
probably the hardest part for me was the editing, obviously, cutting all the films and putting the right music in so it sounds right. Then I also went to Waverly with Mason and presented it to the judges.
How did you think the reaction was?
Same. Most of them were laughing, giggling. They really enjoyed it. Obviously, we got a 1 on it, so they enjoyed all the comedy parts in the movie, and it was just fun to make.
How long did it take you to piece the film together?
This is all a one night.
Well, we filmed it basically in one night, but the editing obviously took multiple days for me to do, which was the hardest part. The music was also a challenge, and then just picking the correct films to make the film look the best, like the angles and all that.
What kind of music did you use?
We used some on the software we have from the school, the iMovie. We used most of that and just looked around and created that and put it in the movie. That sounded the best.
Cool.
Drake Logan. I was a mafia leader and father of Macy and Joey Slapper number 3.
Slapped me twice in that movie.
So you played a mafia leader. Did you try to be intimidating during the film, or?
As much as I can. I'm not really a big dude, so I tried, but
His purple jacket.
yeah, great grandma's jacket, little fur coat, little chain. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have any funny voices?
Yeah,
Try that.
Mason and I think we're like the only ones that had voices, but then like, yeah, really,
Yeah,
you know,
deep
like
voice.
kind of mafia voices, a little bit.
Did you watch any like mob movies before you get some
We watched
ideas?
Godfather a couple times, but yeah, we didn't really do much of the stuff that's in Godfather. But
Cool. What was your favorite part of the process?
I'd say just being with these guys, having a good time, laughing and everything. We all had a good time. It was honestly really fun to make this. I'm glad we did it. Kind of signed up everybody and I voluntold everybody that they were doing this.
So you kind of helped organize it.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
And what's been the reaction from people that have seen this video?
Well, he sent it on email to all the students and staff and everything, and everybody that's watched it so far that thought it's funny, and a couple little kids I've seen so far thought it was funny, and I thought the fact that I used a spoon to slap Joey was very, very funny. And so it's good to see that everybody's seeing it, I guess.
I haven't heard anything bad about it. So.
Yeah, nothing
cool.
bad.
All right, move on to Don.
I'm Don Robertson. I played a henchman, a mobster too, like Hernani. So, yeah.
Did you take part of slapping as well?
I was actually one of the only people in
I
the
think
film
you're the
that
only one
didn't
that
strike
did slap
somebody.
me.
I kicked Joey. I kicked Joey, but I think I'm the only one that didn't really hit somebody a whole lot in the film. So,
What kind of speaking parts do you have?
I had 0. I had one part where I said yes, boss, and that was it. Besides that, I was just kind of in there to run around and play a small role,
So just kind of
chase around.
background. a little
Yeah.
bit. What do you think was the funniest moment during this?
I think the funniest part in the film was Mason. There was a part where Mason said something to Joey, and he takes a piece of licorice out, and flips it back in his mouth, and takes a bite and yells "Daddy." So I just thought that was pretty funny.
Did you go to Waverly or?
I did not go to Waverly. I had to work.
What about the reaction from your friends? What do they think
Yeah,
about it?
I mean, every person that's come up to me, like they'll come up to me at random and say, "You guys' film is hilarious," and I mean, everyone that's come up to us has really liked it. So that's always positive. So.
All right, cool. We'll move on to.
I'm Crandall. I was the priest/getaway driver for the movie.
So you did like the wedding vows?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I think I got ordained online for it and everything. They're officially legally married.
I never said I do, so.
Oh, that's true.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Probably kind of like the off-camera, like the bad takes were my favorite part. Like one time, I didn't know Drake was gonna slap Joey with the spoon, so he slapped him with it, and I made the most feminine noise I ever made in my life. It was terrible.
It was a perfect take, too.
Yeah, it was the best take we had all night, and I went, like it was like that. That was my favorite part.
Cinching the ropes.
What's been the reaction from like your friends and
Oh,
family?
everybody's loved it. My mom said stick to my day job for sure, but she's a little bit of a realist. So, everybody's liked it.
I'll ask Miss Myers a few questions. So, did you kind of I don't know, chaperone this or kind of oversee it? Or?
Not. She was out of the loop.
This crew worked so well together that they didn't really need me around too much. They did what they were going to do and knew it, and they did an excellent job with their chase scenes through this
Kept it all legal.
Oh, I did.
No, we
you know,
can't.
and
No, we
the
can't.
film done really nice job there. They did a nice job when the veil was lifted up. The reaction was quite impressive on someone's face when he saw, what was it, Macy's face. And the licorice was funny. That when we went to Waverly, I was in the audience and, you know, just hearing people and laugh through it, and it seems like everybody has really enjoyed it. And I think these guys enjoyed, if nothing else, the time
Sounds
together.
like it.
And no one can ever take the wonderful best man away from them. They'll always have that.
Did they bounce ideas off you? Kind of.
No, they really didn't.
She was there in name only.
Yeah. I was just, you know, get them together and, oh yeah, okay, well, and I'd send out an email. I'd send out an email, hey, we need this or that, and that was about.
I guess I should have asked this earlier. Where did they film it at?
They filmed it at Zion Lutheran Church, and in the streets of Owine.
Streets we were raised.
And then, I don't know, where was the last?
Dylan Art's uncle's house.
Oh, okay.
Dylan Art's
Okay.
Acres.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure, I didn't recognize that last place, but,
The torture chamber.
yeah.
It was torture. How cold it was.
Freezing
Yeah,
up
because
there.
they kind of pushed it towards the end of the time, you know. We've been talking about this since, you know, early December.
We were told
Probably
February
before that.
14th.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
that.
I think you told us.
I was
that.
in shorts when I figured out this was happening.
It was
Oh, wow.
So it was warm out.
So,
probably
Compared
football
to
season.
negative
Yeah, it was
temperatures.
so
definitely
then they
football
wait
season.
until the last minute, but Dylan did an excellent job with his editing and the music and everything. I mean, it looked like it had been one take, and knowing these fine gentlemen, I know it had to be more than one take.
You could have just said buffoons with that spice right there.
Did you go to Waverly with them?
Yes, yes, and then we'll go to Waterloo West on Groundhog's Day to present it for state.
Cool. What did people say to you at Waverly about the film?
They were like, the judge was like, good, you know, when we left, but it used to be at districts, the judge would take time and say, you know, do this or that, but because of the weather, they had to shorten it,
Mm-hmm.
and so the judges really couldn't say a lot.
Gotcha.
So we're waiting for our comments to come in the mail, and I don't know if they've come yet today. I haven't been notified that they're here, but you know, and once we see that, it might be, you know, if they suggest something different, I'm sure that it would break their hearts to have to, you know, get together again and add to or change
Oh, yeah,
a little
it's,
something.
Yeah, if I have to get slapped one more
I hate
time.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate every
Hey,
single
just be
one.
ready
of
for
these
the
guys.
next film because we're making.
Yeah. And I think they wish they had another year to do another one.
Dude, Candy Coma would be funny. Now.
Did other schools do videos or was other?
Yeah, there was probably 20 in the category in Waverly. So there were a lot that got 2, so they were not advanced. So, you know, we were real happy with our results. I mean, when they came out online, I sent a text off to them, and I knew that they were at Winter Ball and stuff, but I also knew that they would want to know as soon as I knew. So
That's
That's the whole time. That's all we talked about the whole time was.
I wonder why, yeah.
So only one of 2 schools went to state. Is that what you said?
no, there's a few of them. I
Okay.
couldn't tell you how many right now, but yeah.
We'll take a few. We'll take a few.
And now these guys are planning on it being so awesome.
We're
that
going to
we'll-
All State.
To all state, and we're staying there. And we're getting KFC when we go to Waterloo last
Yeah.
weekend.
KFC more.
KFC is definitely happening.
When you go to Waterloo, is it going to be the same video, or you have to make a new video? or-
It'll be the same video, and depending upon the comments we get,
Might be a little
we might, yeah,
We're planning on shortening the chase scenes.
yeah, that might be, and it, you know, and like I said, it might be interesting that if Zach was the best man, that he actually said he wanted to marry her instead, you know, something like that, just to change the end up a little bit. I know Joy'd be hurt if if one of his friends married his intended fiance, but
Peach Fuzz Bride.
Y'all can have her.
yeah.
She
So-
knows how to cook.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll do
You best believe that.
Anything else that?
Other
You
than
should
these
know.
guys are all very busy young men with sports and
Yeah,
other
they're going on.
activities
She's
and
gonna say we're
keeping their grades up. There's not one of them.
Attending every hour of school we can get to.
Yeah, not missing school.
Being here all the time.
Yeah.
Knowing our class schedule.
Well,
We're halfway through.
they are all really great guys.
So, are all of you seniors?
Yeah.
So
One of
this
us
is
might
their
be
last
returning.
hurrah, so. you
Due
know.
to attendance issues, one of us might be returning.
Super senior.
So we might have the Best Man 2 next year, featuring one of our gentlemen, but,
That's cold.
Rodon's gonna have no speaking lines in the second movie.
It'd be something to remember for you guys 10, 15 years down the road.
that's what I mean. You won't ever be able to take it away from them. They have that time to do it.
I'll permanently have the concussion at Drake
I
Cable.
We're good. Have you seen it?
No, I would like to see it.
Don, Don,
Pull up the phone.
pull up the film, please.
That's my computer.
Oh.
It's a little broke. We're gonna fix her up.
His kids, Daddy, that's so cool. Let me
Oh,
get
where
one.
are we at here?
Just that.
Should be
Or
an
the
email.
concussion that
Yeah, you
Dylan
said.
got.
We had 3 concussions in one.
Three
night.
She
concussions.
says about 4 or 5 minutes
And I think they
long.
were all
Yeah.
due to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hold the
They
trunk,
are.
and then you
Hey,
cinched
the
me.
end, isn't it?
Make sure the volume's
It's
up.
starting.
Volume up.
Yep. On my broken computer with the lines on it. Really adding to the effect.
That was the craziest dream I've ever had.
You look beautiful today. It's a special day.
Thanks, Daddy. As we gather here today to celebrate the Just Okay wedding of Macy and Joey, Joey, you may lift Macy's veil. Hey, pal, you ain't much of a lucky yourself, okay? And as far as you know, I'm gonna be the best thing you ever get. Macy, do you take Joey to be your lawfully wedded husband through sickness and death? Of course I do. Joey, do you take Macy to be your lawfully wedded wife/husband through sickness and death? Alright, I don't. Do you know who my father is? Daddy!
Boys, take care of this. Yes, boss. One job. Let's go. Chick, chick.
Chick, chick. Chick, chick.
Here, take a right.
No. No intensity. I think it's pretty useful. I tried to block it, but
You said you have what? 2 weeks to decide this year if you tried to marry the two of something you met and you did it today? You disappoint me. All right, pick them up. Let's go. Put them in the trunk. I'll drive them to the spot.
Are you really crying, dude?
Yeah. I forgot my pizza rolls in the oven. Now I'm kind of sad.
Hey, Nico, take the water. Couldn't I just marry my daughter, huh?
No, she's ugly. Yeah, she doesn't even know how to make Italian cuisine.
All right. Boss. It's full. So what's wrong with it, huh?
She doesn't know how to cook.
Oh, I'll show you what to cook.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to use a spoon like that.
like that.
Pretty cool.